Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Boise State's offense will go on the attack first. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack it? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
Back to pass, it's Madsen. Finds a tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They're looking to throw on second and short. He's got it down the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Makes the grab down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
So Appalachian State's offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Right back to the well. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking for space. It's Gaines. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Going right to work up top. Working that wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Makes the grab. It's a seam wide open. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Use the play fake, down a throw. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Roberts. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won the...
Touchdown, Mountaineers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
The Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Intercepted deep in his own end. Spins away. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Boise State. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Diego State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
From the gun to give, looking for room. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for a loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
So now it's second and long. With jet sweep pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's Swan. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab, and there's room. There he goes down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. There he goes! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Makes his man miss. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go to the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Madsen. The sweet feet buy a little time. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's okay. The offensive coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy.
Oh, a lot of space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this.
Turning it on. Spins away from the defense. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Working that left side now. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Wants to keep it in the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Back open in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. Running the red zone. It's Gaines. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. A third down try for the offense. They'll try to power their way ahead. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Broncos started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. To the air, it's Madsen. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Using his legs, it's Roberts. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right.
He's loose. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Boise State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for space. It's Roberts. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Find some fresh air. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, App State.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Give to the fullback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. 4th and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets it out quickly. Shakes off the defender. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room. It's Gaines. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Touchdown, Broncos! And the pummeling has started. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now...
Wide open spaces.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Now the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. At the 45, on his way. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Motion from the wide receiver. He leaves it with his back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Here's the handoff. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Swan. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamental.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down. Nice balance by this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Fires to the tight end. It's a running room. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown Broncos! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Wants to throw. It's Swan. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Roberts. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Swan. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
The Mountaineers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them. All passing situations, all rushing the passer, all padding the stats.
And the returner will be brought down. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. It's a seam wide open. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning on the Jets. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
To throw, it's Swan. Caught over the middle, it's Stroman. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Caught behind the line. It's Roberts. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.